I always get so excited when I see that Chef Andy Little from the amazing Josephine Restaurant in 12 South is here.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so he's giving us a lesson on pickling, not our livers, but maybe. No, when we were talking about this watermelon rind, I thought, okay, what are you doing with the rind? That's interesting.
That's usually a throwaway.
Totally.
Right, so usually a throwaway, but if you notice, it kind of smells like the holidays in here.
It does.
So this was always a thing growing up on Thanksgiving. We would have pickled watermelon rind on the table, and I never really knew, didn't occur to me that that actually happens in the summer. So Labor Day weekend, everybody's going to have watermelon. So quick, let's go through the watermelon part of it.
Okay.
Cut up your watermelon and soak it in some booze.
Sweet.
So
Never thought of this, not one day in my life, and I feel shame for never
do
thinking
too.
this. This is genius.
one side elderflower liqueur like Saint Germain.
Yeah.
The other side rum and maybe a little bit of basil.
Okay.
So that's the watermelon part of
phenomenal.
it. Dive in, have one.
Sweet
you-
bite-sized pieces.
Have one. I've already had a couple. Have another one. Did you say you just cut it up and let it soak,
Yeah,
or did
just
you
let it soak.
vacuum seal it?
I vacuum sealed it, but for people who don't have one of those at home, just pour it over and let it
Just
soak.
soak it.
Yeah.
You know what?
Put it in the fridge.
I was telling Kelly backstage, Jell-O shots were for the 90s.
Yeah.
This is where we're at.
For sure.
Elevate
I
your
love it.
game.
So you're going to have
I
some
like
of the
it.
rind left over,
Yeah.
which is this.
Okay.
Normally people throw it away, but we don't want to throw anything away. So we just have some general pickling spices. There's a
Alright.
little bit of black pepper, some cloves, some mustard, bay leaf, cinnamon. The recipe's on the website.
Okay.
Okay, but I
That's
would
easy.
never think the whole cinnamon, mustard, that
Yeah.
just...
And
yeah.
bay leaf.
Yeah, and
yeah,
bay leaf.
interesting. Okay.
So there's already vinegar and water in here.
Okay.
Okay.
A little bit of salt,
Yeah.
a little bit of sugar.
Okay. You said
Lot of sugar.
A lot of sugar. That's fine.
So this will come up to a boil. When it comes up to a boil, drop all of the watermelon rind in there.
Okay.
Let it go until it's translucent, which is what we have here. And also here.
What is that? Usually,
So maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes max,
quick.
depending on your stove. Yeah, it happens pretty
quick.
quickly. So this is pretty
amazing.
hot. And then you can either keep it in the fridge for a couple weeks,
Okay.
or you can go through your normal pickling and
canning.
you know, a lot of
procedure,
times
yeah.
I don't pickle because I don't know how to do this part.
That's where you gotta have, yeah.
Yeah, so
Well,
I
that's
could just do
where-
a small amount and just enjoy
And have it.
Yeah, just
for
have
sure.
it.
And the other thing too is, I mean, actually, the company Ball that makes the jars has a really, really great helpline. I mean, there's so much information out
Yeah.
there, and you know that if you're getting it from them, you're getting good information.
Really?
So, yeah, I would
Okay.
go out and
That's-
check that
my
out.
grandmother
for sure.
used to do this. This is
Yeah.
what her entire basement was filled with jars like this. But she
Yeah,
never labeled them, so it was a guessing game.
Mystery.
Labeling's
Yeah.
kind of important.
Right. I mean,
it's,
she
you
knew
know,
what they were. We had no clue. So you're going to let this soak. I love the idea of this. What would you put this on? I mean,
Yeah, what do
obviously
you
you
do
said
with
it's
the-
in a dish, but
So it's sweet and sour, and normally you'd have it room temp or a little chilled.
Okay.
And you can just eat it just like a pickle. I mean, you could pick it up now, and I mean, it might be a little
it's
hot.
really hot.
I know, I'm going
But-
to let it cool for a second.
Looking at Carol like, don't put that in your mouth. It's real hot.
And it could be like, you know, when I was growing up, we had this. We had spiced peaches, same thing. When, you know, peaches are starting to come to
I've
a
always
close.
thought,
I
like,
didn't try this one.
the spiced
Didn't try the other one.
peaches and spiced apples with like a pork
Sure,
is
yeah.
always really nice.
Perfect,
Look
yeah.
at that. Hey, you know what?
Wow.
You're going to be doing a talk at the farmer's market.
Next
Tell us
Saturday.
about that.
Yeah.
Okay. September 7th.
Yeah, so I'll be there. We're going to work with some ingredients from the market.
Okay.
It's a great time to be cooking and eating in Middle Tennessee. I mean,
Local-
right about the end of the summer, everything's coming in.
Yeah.
Fall things are starting to come in, so you can get a lot of great local stuff. And it's a brilliant time to be in
So
Middle
is this
Tennessee.
just something that the farmer's market is doing, bringing you in to sort of promote, hey, listen, shop local, make stuff out of...
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's something that they do with a bunch of chefs throughout the summer.
Yeah.
And it's really a good opportunity for people to come and more, I mean, less a cooking demo, more of a conversation of, hey, I just saw these great things at the market. What would you do with them? And what, you know, here are some ideas that I had, and we can, you know, do that as opposed to me just being like, you know, stir this for 20
So
minutes.
basically what happens before the show when I come over to see Andy, I go, what are you
sit
doing?
down. Yeah.
Okay, tell me how to do that. We love to have these conversations, and you're so generous with that. I just love it. I think
Oh,
that's
what's
so
on the
great.
menu at Josephine right now?
So again, end of summer, tomatoes are still cranking, but it's
Right.
about time to get in there and have the last of the tomatoes because it's going to be a bunch of months
Look
until
how
they come back.
beautiful. This place is
So-
gorgeous.
Always has
Love
a
it.
great happy hour too. So
at
listen,
that.
don't
Ooh,
be.
hi.
That's a cozy spot. Cozy.
Listen,
That looks like a really great restaurant.
It really is. You should
Where
check
is
it
this
out.
place? You can go there at 12 South. Listen, Andy Little, Chef Andy, will be out in the wild. You can spot him at the Nashville Farmers Market, September 7th, 11 a.m. Have a conversation, He will elevate your food game with simple things.
So good.
Like I just learned, I'm soaking my watermelon in elderflower and rum.
Thank you. Thanks
And
for
it's
coming
life-changing.
in. We love having you. Thank you so much.
It's good
All
to see
right,
you guys.
coming up.